Are you tired of feeling disorganized and like a hot mess, constantly chasing your tail? Well, in this video, I want to go through and show you a system on how to organize your entire business, and it will only take you a few hours to implement it. If you're anything like me, you've probably tried every productivity program going. You've probably had printed planners, you've used Asana, you've used Trello. In the past, I even used Notion and wrote it off as too hard because I didn't understand how to use it. But now that I've mastered it, I want to show you my workspace and how to exactly use Notion for your business so that you can take back control and feel calm and organized and ready to scale. So if this is something that you're interested in, I'm going to share my screen and show you around my workspace and just show you how I would set it all up. Okay, let's go. Okay, so this is a demo version of my workspace, and I'm just going to show you around and how I would set it up. So first of all, this is the home page. So I would actually go through and set up my why. So why exactly am I selling this? Why do I want to have this income goal? Put all these details in here. Say it's top of mind all the time so that it can keep you on track. This is also working hours. So what's your goal working hours that you want to be working each day? Maybe at the moment you're working 9 to 5, but you want to work 4 hours a day. Write it down as your busy or goal working hours. Or if you're already an established business, just put down the hours that you actually do work. Also got a section here for vision board, so you can put in your vision board and swap that out. So you basically just need to get to the dots behind these, which is a bit hard on the screen. You can make it bigger and get to the dots. Maybe on this one because you see these dots here, and just hit replace and you can swap the images out. So basically, the first thing that I always set up is a resource library. So I did show that in my previous video, so I'm not going to go through that in this video. But the next thing that I would do is set up the planning section. So that's what I'm going to do today. So if we click on planning, this is the planning section that I have in my Notion workspace. So basically, you've got all of these sections that you can open up and fill out. So I'm going to go through and fill all of this out today so that it's all filled out and we know exactly where we're going with our business. So for a business overview, you're just going to be putting in, exactly what you want to do with your business, just in a brief paragraph. So for business overview, for me, it's going to be, I help online businesses to create systems to organize their businesses and get rid of the feeling of overwhelm. Okay, so my mission and vision. My mission really is, my mission is to help 1,000 businesses to create easy to use systems that they can stick with and that help them to scale their business. My target audience. Target audience is pretty much online business owners that feel overwhelmed, frustrated, like they are constantly chasing their tails, trying to create working systems, and they just can't get it right. I'll come back to that one. So minimum sales revenue required. So this is the minimum that you need to pay all of your bills each month. And then you have your goal sales revenue. So my goal sales revenue, let's just say, is $20,000 a month. So in order to get to $20,000 per month, that's 137 sales at $147 each. Oops. Number of products to sell each month is 137. So how many is that per day? Let's have a look at a calculator. So we've got 137 divided by 31. So basically, let's say 5 sales per day. Whoops. Okay, client relationships. Where am I finding potential clients? I'm going to say YouTube. Engaging with and nurturing potential clients. I want to start a free community, which I haven't started yet, but we're going to put it here because that's part of my plan. Engaging with paying clients. I'm also going to say free community and email list. I should say for both. Okay, top priorities daily. YouTube videos, because we need to make people aware of us. What else do we need to do on a daily basis? So we need to help people, help our clients. Okay, services and pricing. So let's just say I'm only selling my Notion workspace, and that is $147. Whoops, my keyboard didn't work then. $147. That's AUD, which is about 95 USD. Marketing. So I'm predominantly going to be using YouTube for my marketing. Branding. My branding is like calm, coastal, and style, because I want to help people make their businesses calm, so it makes sense that I have a really calm aesthetic brand palette. Strengths. What are my strengths? Systems. Computer programs. I think I can pick up any computer program pretty quickly. Systems, computer programs, helping people. Weaknesses. Probably confidence. I'm a bit awkward on camera. Opportunities. So there's so many opportunities, but I think that the majority of opportunities for me would come from having a free community. So building a community, community support in the community, and then making offers. And people can accept or not accept. That's fine. And then threats. So what do I consider a threat? So AI could have some sort of impact in the future. Not sure. Other threats? Not really concerned about other threats, or maybe my only real threat would be if Notion changed things, changed their system. Professional development. So I need to work on my confidence, and I need to work on traffic generation. Future plans. So future plan would be building community. Okay, so I've pretty much set up a business plan. That only took a few minutes. Let's just minimize all of this now. So it's there now. We can refer back to it anytime if we need to decide what we're doing. Now, because this is the demo one, it does have a couple of products in here, which I'm going to remove because we're not going to be using those. And we are going to be using the Notion workspace. So we may fill this out. So if you go through this, it's quite detailed. So I'm just going to fill it in as we go. Notion workspace. Transformation. From overwhelmed with no systems to having an organized Notion central hub for everything in their business. Okay, so next you can fill out what type of offer it is. Now, I don't even have digital product there, so let's just put digital product because that's what this would be. I'm not going to do payment plans. I'm only going to have full price as the product. So full price, we're going to say 147 AUD, and again, I'm going to put in here about $95 USD approximately. Okay, so in the offer deliverables, we're going to put in, okay, what do we have first? We have the Notion workspace. So then I can put in here, what is it? Okay, we don't have a category, so we're going to put product, and we're just going to hit create. And then we can put in the URL here for the actual deliverable product that would go to the customer. What else is the customer getting? So the customer would be getting a Notion guide PDF. So I'm also going to put that in here under product. That's pretty much it. I could put the videos that I would put with it as well. So I could put in like Notion training video, just put how to install. So that's one video. And then the other one, I could have Notion training video workspace walkthrough. So I could have all of those, and we'll just put them under product as well. Then it's all together. And so I could put all of the links for these products in here. I'm not going to do it here just because I don't want people to grab the links for free. How will you deliver your product? So this is going to be delivered by a system, by email. So if you're not familiar with system, it's like an email marketing platform. Boundaries. Okay, so this would be like no refunds on digital products. I'm going to say all queries, please email us at, and then we can just go away, silly thing. And you can just put like your email address in. So hello@bizpacket.com.au. I'm just going to copy that. Of course, I clicked out of it. Not again. Where is it? There we are. I need to paste it there, and then I need it to go there as well. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. All right, and so then offer branding, we'll be saying, okay, so we can just say brand board, and then we can add the Canva link here so we can get to the brand board. Could also put Notion workspace sales page, and I can also put, beside branding, I put my online presence, so it'll show up in both categories. If you had a logo, you could put it in here as well. And so you just be attaching the URLs here. Messaging, your ideal client avatar. Okay, so ideal client avatar would be online business owners. Oops. Currently feeling overwhelmed, disorganized, frustrated. Would really like a good working system in place, but haven't found the right fit. That's pretty much it, isn't it? Specific problem you solve. So the specific problem is no system, frustrated and overwhelmed. Tried everything and not found the right solution. Transformation we provide is already done for you Notion workspace that you can just implement and get to work. So then you can fill out messaging, so any sales spiel, like you could put in here email swipe files that you're going to be using for your business. So maybe you want to save examples of competitors' messages in here as well. So all of this saves to the resources library, so you can put in as much as you want or as little as you want. Then you could have here, like in my Notion workspace, it includes, and then have a list. And then you could also have like training included and have a list. I don't have anything else that I'll be including, so this section here I can just delete, and these ones will just spread out a bit more. Then you can add tasks to do with this product, so if there's something that you want to fill out. And then as people order it, you can have your customers appear in here as well, so you know who has bought it. And so you can automate that with whatever software that you're using so that it automatically backs it up to Notion. So that's something that I do as well using Task Magic. So that's that. So that's my product in here. So if I wanted to put an image for the product, I could easily do that as well. So just trying to think if I have an image on this computer or not. Let me see. Okay, so now I've added my image. So if I now go to these three dots and to the layout gallery, I can just go down to the card preview and put page cover, and that's going to give us a nice image in there. So you can see at a glance what product you're looking at. Okay, so projects, you can fill out projects, any projects that you're working on, you can fill out here. So when you click on a new project, I do have it set up so that all resources related to that project will also be appearing here. So it just takes a minute. See how the little wheel is spinning? It just takes a minute to come up. So basically, you can write in all the information that you need to about your project in here, and then you can add any tasks related to the project and any resources related to the project. So all of the resources will then be in your resource library. And so you can grab those in other screens as well. So goals and KPIs, this is where you're going to set any of your goals. So at the moment, let's just say my goal is drive, oops, if we need 4 sales or 5 sales per day, we probably need to drive like 200 people, oops, per day to my sales page. So that way we know that we're going to sort of cover those numbers based on conversion rate. So that's sort of what you're going to be putting in is your goals. So you have your goal and your KPI. So how do you know that you're reaching that goal? So maybe your goal is to drive people to your sales page, and the KPI is 200 people. So you know that you've reached the goal when you get to that 200. Then you've got planning the year. So in planning the year, you can actually open up this template and you can say, okay, what are the goals for the year, and put them in. And then you can break it down into tasks. So it all depends what your plan is for the year. So for me, my goal for the year, this is going to put it onto the goals and KPIs list as well. So my goal for the year is to reach, oops, can't spell, to reach $20,000 per month, every month, in business revenue. We could just have a 20,000 plus there. So that's sort of the main goal that I'm focused on for the year. And so you can fill all this detail out if you want to go through them all. You can open up the task, you can put in, like in the goal, you can put in tasks that are going to help you to reach that goal. I don't want to take too much time going through it in so much detail for you. Then you've got like planning your quarters. So if you want to plan things out on a quarterly basis, you definitely can. So you can just open up a quarter and you can fill in, what months is in that quarter, and then that will appear down here. And so you can open up those months and you can put in tasks in there. And these are metrics and statistics at the end of the month that you can put in for the month. So, your social media metrics, website visits can be under your statistics, etc. So that's how you fill out the quarters, and the months is, we just click through it all month, so you've seen that. So that's basically how you do this planning section. So when I'm filling out this template, I start with the resources, then I would do the planning, and then I would go to my CEO dashboard. And this is where you've got all of your to-do list tasks. So it will have all of your products showing down the side here and any projects. So any that are active will show here. And also any new entries on your CRM database where there's people that you haven't reached out to yet. If they're entered in, they'll show up here as well. So just so you know, you've got to action something. So maybe you need to send them a welcome message or something to welcome them to your community. So then you've got your to-do list. So once you've gone through the planning section, you've likely got tasks on your planning list or in maybe future to-do lists. And so you would just be expanding this and you'd say, okay, this is on my future list. I'm going to assign that to today's date. Where are we? 29th. And so then it's on today's list. Maybe you want to set it for a day in the future, so you can do that as well. You can also change the status. Maybe we are now, that one's maybe now in progress. Anything that's going to be on hold. So rather than having it on hold things in your inbox, like on your to-do list here, if you know it's going to be a while and you're waiting on someone for something, you can just go on hold and it takes it off your to-do list up here. It keeps it on the future one, so you've got that reference there, but it puts it onto this on hold list down here. So you can always reference, what am I waiting on that I need to chase up? And so you can go through and chase those up. You've also got your goals and KPIs down here as well, so that they're always top of mind and you can always look at them and see where you're at. Your metrics, you can quickly enter them in there if you need to. Any sales and opportunities that you have in your CRM will show up here as well, along with sales forecasting. So based on what quotes you've got out there, then you get based on your conversion rate, you can change this conversion rate, and then you'll get an amount there, so you can sort of forecast what's coming in. And you also have your content calendar in here as well. So once content is scheduled, it's going to show up on this content calendar, just so you've got that quick reference, and you can sort of see everything that's happening in your business. Also, if you have tasks that you want to delegate to somebody, you can just click on delegated. And so when you then go to team up here, that task is now here on a delegated tab. So this is actually like a team workspace that people in your team can use. Or if you have multiple people in your team, you can just copy this workspace and you can rename it to whatever their name is, and this will be their workspace. And basically then once you've got people in your team, you can just select who it's assigned to. So you can just use this drop down and you can assign tasks to that specific person and use the filters so that you can say it's assigned to and then select their name. So they only see the things that are assigned to them. So in this team space, we also have a resources library link here so that you can easily reference things. So they can always look things up using this magnifying glass, or they could sort by the resource type, or you could filter it in any way that you wanted. So maybe you want to see a certain type of resources, can easily be filtered that way as well. So it's all pretty flexible. I have this section down here just so that you can have, team member 1, what do they do on a daily basis, a weekly basis, monthly and quarterly? Same for member 2 and member 3, so that everyone knows who does what. Just a way of keeping track of everything. So back to the CEO dashboard. That's where I would go after planning. I would fill your to-do list in. So anything that you have that you really want to get done, I would definitely make sure you fill it out. So you've also got projects up here, and you've also got your CRM up here as well. So first things I would do is the resource library, then the planning tab, then the CEO dashboard, and then I would look at your CRM because you want to know, that you're managing your customers well. So I would be looking at, what do you need to manage in here? So you're going to be quoting customers. How is your customer relationship management working? How do you currently quote them? Can you hook that up with Notion so that it's talking to each other? So they're all things that I would definitely be looking at. But this is how I use mine. I would enter in, I have forms that automatically would populate into Notion. So if someone sends through an inquiry, I would have a form for them to fill out, and then all that information would populate in Notion for me, and then I could quote them and send that off. And I could have the whole process automated so that I could create my proposal, attach it, and then once I change the tag on the proposal, maybe I say, okay, ready to send, or probably ready to send, and then that proposal would be sent off automatically. So you can set things like that up. You just need to have an automation software. I use TaskMagic, but you can use Zapier or Make or any other automation tool. It's quite a simple process to do things like that. And then this is just the sales forecasting. So this information is going to come from your opportunities, from your proposals. But yeah, it's just having that conversion rate in here. So it's working out based on this and a 4% conversion rate, roughly how much money are we going to be bringing in. So that is the CRM. We've got a projects tab as well so that you can keep an eye on your projects. So we did quickly look at projects before, so you could click through and you can see any tasks and resources related to them. If we go back, what else do we have that we haven't looked at? The content calendar. So the content calendar is pretty straightforward. You're basically going to be entering in the topics that you're going to be talking about here on a regular basis. So I help people with this, this, and this, and you enter those in. So if I was going to be entering this in, so my topics are going to be, let's open that up. My topics are going to be systems and probably Notion. I'd probably even say system.io, because that's something that I do videos on as well, and probably Taskmagic automations. So they're probably things, content topics that I would probably be talking about. Then we've got channels. So you can have your channel here. And if you want to add an image, you can definitely add an image. All you need to do is go to this files and media, and you can upload an image. And then you can just add your content in here, and you can have it in a list view, a board view, or a gallery view, depending on what you like. And then I've got the content workflow here as well. So potential idea, creation phase, writing, editing, etc. And you just keep moving along. So that's there. I also have on this side, for branding, I like to have my hex codes really handy because I'm always copying and pasting them into things. So if I'm creating something and I want it to be branded, I like to have them here. So I would probably write the color and then put the hash symbol and then the hex code. So for me, it would probably be like dark blue and then whatever the hex code is. That's the type of thing that I would be entering in there. Resources. So in this section, it's going to come up with anything that's tagged with my online presence, because that's basically going to be social media and where you are online. So that's why I've got it in this section here. And then down in this section, I have all of the resources that you can see here that are tagged as templates or branding, because that's basically what you're going to be using for any content. You're going to be needing brand boards, swipe files, any logos, etc., Instagram templates. They're all the sorts of things that you're going to be needing when you're doing content. So that's why that's there. And then you've got this content calendar here. Let's have a look. Calendar. Okay, it's by the publish date. So once it's got a publish date on it, then it will appear on this calendar. And then you've got this statistics section here, which also shows up on the KPI screen, etc. So basically this is so you can come in and you can say, okay, it's the 31st of March and I'm looking at this channel. This is how many subscribers I've got. This is what it was last month. So it's grown by this much. And then you've got like click-through rates, watch hours, best performing content. So you can select your best performing content, any KPIs that it sort of links in with, any product funnels that you've got saved anywhere that it links in with. So you can sort of link it all together and just have that idea of what's happening in your business. So that's basically a good overview of the whole system. So I hope that this has been helpful and given you a good idea on what a good system looks like. I also have all the shortcuts to the different pages here as well as across the top. So yeah, I wanted to give you an overview of what a really good system looks like when it's actually working. So that will definitely help you. Also, if you are a coach or consultant, in the CRM database, inside of the, I forgot to mention it before, inside of the actual customer records, there is a client portal that you can give to your clients. So if you click on that, this is the client portal that the customer would get access to. So basically, you would just be adding in your welcome video, and you can communicate back and forwards with the customer through an inbox. And any tasks that you need them to complete would be here. So that's how the client portal works as well. So I just wanted to quickly go through that. So yes, that is my workspace. If you did want to check it out, I will show you. As you've already seen in the video, it is 147 Australian dollars. I will put the link in the description as well. But this is basically the whole sales page. It has a little walkthrough there as well. But yeah, you can grab that. Beautiful. All right. I hope that this has been helpful. If you've got any questions, please just let me know. Have a great day.